Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium. The smoke machine is rolling, and the Miami Hurricanes making their customary grand entrance onto the field. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a team from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Hurricanes will kick it away to start. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Leaves it with the running back. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Got a lot of running room. He's at the 30, the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown Sooners. With the carry.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And the PAT makes it 7-0.
That makes the score Oklahoma 7, Miami 0.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Carr. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one.
Will take over first and 10.
A first down for the offense. The give to the tailback. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint. The ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
Williams will pass. He's got his man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got the catch.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on. Distance is there on that third down. There was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it. And the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And the Hurricanes with the 1st and 10.
42 Spider. 4-2.
He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
On the dome.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He wants to throw it again. Going downfield for the big play. It's complete. A huge pickup. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
Third down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You've got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes and gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
And the Canes are marching down the field. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. A jet sweep pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. To the ground with the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
A third and long coming up here. Williams looking for a man. Going for the big play. Grabs it inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. So an 82-yard drive there. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. He's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
The Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. These corners going to give these receivers some space. He lets one fly deep. Ball in the air, intercepted. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
They're backed up in their own end, and they need 7 on 2nd down from the 10. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he breaks into the open. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the second level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
Reads it, fires complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Hand off from the shotgun. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a 1st down. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
Williams will pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break.
29 Philly.
From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They'll give it to the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. And they got him for the sack.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Scanning the field, it's Arnold. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, third and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on third down.
And the Sooners will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish dry.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
Big first down sack for the defense brings up second down. He's going to let it go. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, picked off. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Back to pass, it's Arnold. Pressure coming. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The Sooners decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Finds a hole, and he'll pick up 6 out to the 8-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Right down the middle. He's got it. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Fires to the middle. Working on the right. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The Canes are on the move. Running back goes in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Williams looking for a man. Makes his connection. And they're able to get him down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Fast motion from the offense. From the gun, running back gets to give. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a 1st down.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
And after yet another 3rd down conversion, they've got it 1st and goal. Little touch pass to the receiver. Give him 6. Touchdown, Hurricane!
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. Bringing it back. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it. You can tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And as he throws, that pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. What a disappointment. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Sooners will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Carr. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
Hurricanes will take over. 1st and 10.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the gun. Give on the inside. And it's loose. How in the world? offense retain possession.
Great job by the defense.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call.
Okay, ready?
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down.
In blue. In blue. Convoy. Ready?
From the gun, the running back has it. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Williams will pass. Looking for a huge play. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep putting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
On the move at the 30. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. Oh, he gave him the limp leg. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
What a big-time run for this offense, a physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why won't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stem, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
They're trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, it has gone final in that enormous top 5 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Oregon overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Ducks tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. Gonna be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other could have a case for the #1 spot in America, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll keep it on the ground, off right tackle. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the linebacker showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The pull and throw off the RPO. Tackled immediately after the catch.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water bugs, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Williams looking for a man. Fires to the tight end. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. They'll try it on the ground. He breaks a tackle. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Well, the defense had an opportunity to get a stop on 4th down. The offense backed up, but they're able to plow forward on the ground.
Man, they said they wanted to be aggressive, but I don't know that anyone expected that type of aggression.
If I was on an offense here, sudden change, now that you've picked up the first, why not go play action and take a shot?
Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He fires one deep over the middle. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Got room on the return. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown Sooners! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get 1 pick six in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Coming out with it, it's Carr. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll leave it with him. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
He's set at the 23-yard line. 3rd down coming up.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And they may have caught the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set it down.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these 3rd down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
Leaves it with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
At the 39-yard line. Brings up 2nd down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Oklahoma 20, Miami 14.
Just when they're looking run, now up top. He finds his man. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes he goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. The run from the shotgun. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
How about that play by the speed back? We hear about speed backs. He's not the guy that runs in between the tackles. But let me tell you something. When you're trying to catch a guy like that and you're running full speed with everything you have, a lot of times you're just trying to get him to the ground and you're not trying to put a good shot on him. And then all of a sudden they're breaking tackles. Great job by that young man.
And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. The officials offer the deal and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Hurricanes will have it 1st and 10. Anderson will throw. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
I know it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Pulls it and fires to the left. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? Looking to throw for it. Trying to get to him. Firing to the right, complete. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Looking downfield, it's Arnold. Throws to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Defense doing a great job watching the quarterback's eyes and breaking on the ball. They already have 2 picks in the game, and they swat that one away. They are doing an awesome job for coverage.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field.
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Dude, talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
They'll throw it on first down. Dances away to buy time. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And the freshman just showed those great ball skills and snatched it right out of the air.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They'll line up for a second down play. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Now on second and short after that pickup. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And the Hurricanes pick up the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And the Canes have their offense in high gear. He leaves it with his back. Finds a crease at the 20. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if it's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. They're looking for an advantage to the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. The give to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And this one splits the uprights. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had 0 problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Hit the afterburners, kid. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
Well, they come up with a huge play. They're going to be down in the red zone now. And I think, David, the mentality changes a little bit for a defense, right? Playing at this position of the field. Yeah, the field shrinks. Now it becomes a little bit easier to play more man coverage, down in that red area. But giving up the big pass play, it's a backbreaker. You want to make them earn it down the field, not give up these big plays. But the QB saw it right away, and really good job of executing and making the big play.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. They'll try the run. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
What a great play by the defense. And a play like that in this situation of the game, late, it's close, 3rd down, you gotta have it. How about the pass rush? How about the effort getting to the quarterback?
Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Throws for the tight end. Makes the catch. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. It's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
Still looking, on the move. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
27, Miami, 24.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Washington. He gets a block. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time we can be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
And he tacked on the extra point. Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lane, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ocha. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. They've got him pinned back in a world of trouble, and listen to this crowd coming through. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Late in the game, they've got the lead. They know the opponent's going to throw the football to all areas of the field. That time in the middle, he was right there, almost came away with that interception.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Back to pass, it's Arnold. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His fourth interception. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.